Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back after 2020. Thanks for making it. I know it was a great break to be able to sleep in, enjoy time with family and friends. So thanks for getting the year started off here with me. I'm going to go around the room here and look for some guests and some visiting Rotarians. So we have a guest here this morning. Yes, please. If you don't mind introducing yourself.
Hi there, I'm John Gibbons. Last time was my first time. Rachel invited me, and I met the Rotary Club a couple years ago at the Humboldt Artisans Fair, and I invited him to my shop. And yeah, I've always known about Rotary and was intrigued by it, and just want to be a do-gooder. So here I am. I'm a glass blower from Eureka.
Oh, really? Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Mark.
And I brought my husband friend.
Welcome. All right.
So, bonne année, as you say in French, and we have different in France. We have a small sentence that we always say. If you translate that, it means like best wishes for the year. So yeah, I'm back. So we'll talk about before this year. For Christmas, we went in Orleans, the RCAS in Jan. It was really nice. We loved the location. It was very pretty and like the mountains. The river, and it was really fun. So we had a big dinner with a bunch of people, and we played music, Christmas songs. It was really fun to do. I really enjoyed that. It was really fun. Then on the 28th, I went to a concert at Georgia Road. It was really interesting because I really like the music, and this genre is pretty interesting, so it was really fun. I also have a small announcement. January 23rd, we have a fundraiser with all the exchange students from Humboldt, so we're going to be around 6 or 7. So there was a try of making cookies. Well, they were pretty good, so I think it's going to be awesome. So yeah, it's going to be at the Sequoia Conference Center from 5:30 to 7:30. And so I think we're going to sell some tickets for that. And there will be big like auction, different like products from different countries, and you can win like a big basket of different products from like different countries. So it's gonna be fun.
Thank you. All right. So a lot has happened over the holidays. Get some communication updates from Howard. So I don't know, Howard, if you'd like to speak to this at all. But we donated, I believe, $6,000 to the construction of, or the addition of this school in the Swat Valley. So you can see we're named here on this model school. And I believe that is the grand opening. And, some photos of students.
Oh, yeah. Well, I could remind you that Zebu Delani, who lives in Princeton, is our contact person. She every year sees that the projects get successfully completed, and she insists with the elders that half the students will be girls. And because she's the granddaughter of the original ruler of that area, they take her request very seriously. Follow her. So we're sure that that's happening. And years ago that we funded the primary school. And so this addition is for upper grades, students moving in the higher levels of education.
Sorry, you see.
Thanks for your support.
And Guatemala project update. So that project is coming up. We have tickets purchased. This is what a visual of what the home is going to look like. All the individuals you see in these photos you don't recognize, but come next month, replace take some new photos and replace the people in there, and you get to see some familiar faces. Charlie, I don't know if you have anything you would like to add.
No, I think that's about it. Right now, we have 12 folks confirmed, another 3 potentials, and we have to wrap that up because everything has to be submitted to the in-country program director by the 15th of January, so we're close to that, and yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's a really good group overall.
It's not too late if anybody's interested.
That's right. It's not too late if anybody's interested. See me soon.
Excited about it. Thank you. Peninsula School project update. So Karen in the National Garden Club has access to a grant program to help us get some tools for the garden that we're building. So she's in the process of applying for that grant, and we'll learn more later, I would say later this month. But the project's coming along. Huge thank you to Cam and Craig. They're the most recent contributors to the garden. We have this side herb bed that they're in the process of constructing. So thanks again for taking some time during the holidays to put that together. And here's a couple photos. So far we have the 6 garden beds. You can see there's some trenches where all the irrigation has been laid down and piped into the beds themselves. And then we have a new redwood fence over here on the left. And then that little remnants of a greenhouse is going to get built out. And yeah, it's exciting. It's coming right along. What I'm going to look to organize is there's a big soil donation. So we'll get the soil donated, and we'll need some help transferring the soil into these garden beds, and hopefully plant some plants come the spring. And we'll be open to family, and hopefully we can make a big event of it. Bring your friends, kids, whatever, and it'll be a lot of fun. So look forward to that. Cam, you sent me an email about this Fieldbrook Volunteer Fire Department, what is it, a repeater? I don't know if you can share anything about that.
Well, the club supported that project, and Fieldbrook was having trouble with, Fieldbrook Volunteer Fire was having trouble with their signal to the dispatch center in Fortuna, Cal Fire. And so that was organized. We purchased that. Through your help, we purchased the 20-foot container that houses the repeater equipment and all the rest of the stuff you see there. And then our volunteers went up to the level of the site and installed it. And we're using RWS down in Fortuna to do all the hookup. And actually, it works out that it's really a great signal. And it's being used a little bit. They're experimenting with some of the other departments too. So thank you very much. It could help out the county in general on response, fire response.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks for that update. So moving on to some recognitions. So after our last meeting, a group of us, you guys went caroling, and they paid me a visit while I was closing up at the bank. So it was a great surprise, and a great group of folks that sang while Arts Arcada was going on. A lot of the artists or the people participating in Arts Arcada were looking down, seeing what was happening. But thank you for participating, and thanks, Dick, for leading that. And we have some December birthdays. I didn't see Patty. Jose, happy birthday.
Thank you. I did have a birthday, and It was my 64th, so I am incapable of remembering what actually happened on that day. So, sorry, and I love each and every one of you, even if I don't remember your names. No, kidding.
Jose, what did you do for your birthday?
Nothing really special. Just stayed at home and then went out to lunch with friends and went out to dinner with other friends. So it's pretty low key, nothing super fancy.
Very nice. Let's see Jessica, Linda, let's see Dustin, Tom. We had a good time. We tried to organize a surprise party, and it was a lot of fun. Catch up with you that night.
Yes.
We got some birthday pies. I don't know if you have anything else to share about that evening.
It was good. It was a lot of mayhem. And I'm certain the next day, that's for sure. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Nice. And then Cam, you were the last one. I think you might have gotten a birthday text photo.
Yeah, thank you very much. I guess you guys were over at Ray's.
Yes.
Ray's new brewery, distillery, or not distillery, but tap room.
Tap room, yeah.
And, oh, it is. And the group that was there sent me a little video wishing me a happy birthday. And that was about the highlight of the day, actually. So, thank you very much. That's kind of a low-key deal this year.
Yeah. We have a few celebrants here, so Dick, I don't know if you want to lead us in a...
Sure. Remember, it's happy birthday to Dick. Okay? No, it's happy birthday, dear Rotarians. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rotarians. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Now Patty has to talk about her birthday.
Welcome, Patty.
Thank you, better late than never. Happy New Year.
How was your birthday?
Very peaceful.
Peaceful.
51 is not as exciting as 50, so. But it was a great year.
Yay. Scott's not here for this recognition, but thank you, Maggie, for sharing this article. Looks like through HSU, he's established an endowment for rowing athletes. Maybe I'll catch him next time to share this recognition. So if you do have photos or anything you'd like to share, please send them to arcs.recognitions@gmail.com. I'd love to share what's going on. So we have some upcoming events. We've got a recently looks like Tamara, who owns that Arcata Pilates studio, rebranded. It's now called Move Well, and she's having her grand reopening on the 10th from 5 to 9. So we'll catch her next time to see if she'd be interested in promoting that. We'll be on that day. And then Susan, the last pitch for the piece starts with you, the convention down in Ontario.
I'm sure it's going to be awesome, but it's also the same date as the Women's March, which I attend every year in San Francisco, and I didn't realize that when I signed up for it. So I have registration. If somebody would like the registration, I'd be happy to donate it to you.
That same weekend, the Fellowship Committee has organized a Rotary Movie Night at the Eureka Theater, Friday, January 17th. Doors open at 6 and the movie starts at 7. Tom, I don't know if you have anything to share about the movie?
No, it's going to be open to all the Rotary clubs and open to the public. So that's going to be a good event. It's going to be really good.
It's free.
And it's all Rotary Club inclusive, so the whole county can come in and have a good time. Oh, is it a fundraising effort for anything? Just to get together? No.
I don't know. I mean, I'm at the movie. I don't know.
There's like donations, I think, for, we were originally going to do donations to backpacks for kids, and then the last message I got was that it was just donations, and then we just asked you what you wanted to do with it.
Okay. Never seen the movie?
If you haven't seen the movie, you might as well go, it's free.
I will be able to make that.
It's a good movie.
And then the seafood boil the following, January 21st on Saturday. I have tickets if anybody's interested. I think I got some interest here, and I think Dustin wanted to go. Anybody interested? I'll send you some. This is Tuesday.
That's the 24th.
Yeah. I took this from their website.
That's not a Saturday. You know, what's that? The 25th is a Saturday.
Okay. I took this from their website.
Oh, geez.
I think it's the 18th.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, it's the 18th.
Last year's.
Last year's.
Last year's, okay, yeah. So January 18th, Saturday. So the following day. I thought it was the following Saturday. So I have tickets. Anybody interested in going? Okay.
I could go on our
I'll get some help with selling these tickets. So Tomas mentioned the Humboldt County Inbound Exchange Student Fundraisers Thursday, January 23rd, from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Sequoia Conference Center. Each international student is going to create their own culinary creation from their home country. So, and then they're going to have raffle items. So it looks to be a lot of fun. I think tickets to come and more information to come. I wanted to mention Choices Breakfast is Friday, January 24th. So also, it's at the Lodge, and great opportunity to fundraise for that organization. And the College and Career Center Pancake Breakfast. Jeff?
Yeah, that's coming up February 1st. And so we've been doing it, I think, for about 15 years. Arcata High cut the funding to the College and Career Center. And so what we do is for our club and Arcata Noon and the Seroptimus, everybody helps out to support the College and Career Center. This is a memorial that we do for Jackie Foote, who started it, and Darcy Robbins is the new leader, and she gives so much to the kids. So this year we're really going to need a lot of support. I'm going to need support from the club for ticket sales if we can. Ticket sales go to the Culinary Institute. They do trips like Top Chef competitions and things like that. And the sponsorships, they go to directly to the College and Career Center to help them out. There's one person helping, if you can imagine, all the students at Arcata High at some point in time. So Darcy's an amazing person. Please help and support this. Again, it's February 1st. It's at Arcata High, the Fine Arts Building. Day before the Super Bowl. What else are you going to want to do, right? So you can help out by ticket sales. You can help out by sponsorships, by supporting directly. If you want to do so, I'll have a flyer. I'll send it out to the club and how you can do that. And other than that, please show up and have a great breakfast. Thanks.
Do you look for volunteers, or do you have those lined up already?
Well, usually Interact is very involved, but we may need a little bit of help with the setup. Usually it's really short, it takes about an hour or so, and if there's anything more that we need, I'll communicate to the club. We may need like chafing dishes or something like that, odds and ends, so, yeah.
I couldn't find the hours for the event.
Oh, it's from 8 o'clock until 11 o'clock, and that's February 1st.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks.
So halfway through the year, we've done quite a bit, and so Howard brought to my attention that we have this 2019-2020 Rotary Citation for Rotary Clubs. So the president of Rotary International puts out a call to action, and many of our clubs already achieve a lot of these goals. And through myrotary.org, they organize it so you can enter the events or enter the ways that you contribute to the citation. And so the first aspect of the citation is uniting people. And so I think we've been pretty fortunate to be able to hit 5 of these goals. So appointing active club membership. So thank you to Tomas, Ray, and Lori, and Tom, and Susan for being part of our membership committee. We have definitely a net gain in membership, so we're currently sitting at 67, starting at 60. Achieve a net gain in female members or members under the age of 40, so Amy and Cameron, thank you for contributing to that. sponsor, co-sponsor Interact Club. So Nick and is part of that, and Ashley, I think, I can see her either. Thank you for contributing to that. And then sponsor Youth Exchange Students. So we were able to achieve those. And then the next achievement is taking action. So achieving at least 5 of these, but done a pretty good job of hitting at least 5. So active foundation committee, yes. Increase the number of members involved in service projects. Contribute at least 100 per capita to annual fund. A specific event towards eradication of polio. So thank you, Maggie, for helping us collaborate with the Man River Club to put that together. Conduct a significant local or national project in one of the 6 areas of focus. And then Andreas, early in the year, helped us put together the Rotary brand Temple of People of Action. So thank you for helping out there. And then our PR committee advertises with the local media. So I would say once a month at least, I've seen a photo of us in the paper. So appreciate the contribution here. She was not here for me to thank her there. So Dick, thank you for the taking the video and ensure that we are able to achieve this goal, which is show your club. Let's see. Yeah, show your club's membership people of action by promoting club and service in social media at least 4 times a month. So each time you post a video or each time we put a post in Facebook, it helps contribute towards this presidential distinction, which is like the next level when it comes to the citation. So we've achieved that connect leaders. I think Howard had pointed out that we already have a net game of 5 members. So one of these last 2 will help us get to platinum, which will be exciting for the end of the year. So thank you to everybody for contributing to this and for donating your valuable time. So I appreciate that. This year looks very promising. And we've done a lot. I'm looking forward to do a little more, or quite a bit more, this last half of the year. So I have to throw throughout the new members the 6 areas of focus. I was asked recently, the Chamber of Commerce, Arcata Chamber of Commerce has nominated our club again for Nonprofit of the Year, and they reached out to me to kind of get some stories about or ways to promote our club. They're going to promote us through social media, through the Man River Union, and one of the, I can easily talk about the projects that are happening, but I like to remind myself that I need to be able to tie it to our 6 areas of focus so that they can get an idea of what Rotary overall does. So I just wanted to remind the club and then help our newer members know that these are the 6 areas of focus of Rotary overall, and a lot of the things that we do are to contribute to these 6 areas of focus. And then on that same note, attending district training helps better understand Rotary at large, and they have a few classes to help engage you into being a committee member or part of the board. And so I want to encourage any member, but especially the newer ones, to check out the district training assembly at the Sequoia Conference Center. It's scheduled for March 21st from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's an all-day seminar, and a reminder that the club will pay for your attendance to this meeting. And so it's here locally. It's a good opportunity to get to know a lot of the local clubs and local members and what the district has in store for us. I wanted to give also Brett an opportunity. We had an email sent to us from someone from the district level who was looking for a water project or I guess a project that helped show sustainability. And so Brett offered his local project, and I'll let you talk more about it.
It was a World Polio Day competition that's put on by the Water and Sanitation Rotarian Action Group. And one of the, it's just one of the criteria for entering the competition was doing a project that cleaned up waterways in your community. And it specifically mentioned reducing plastic water bottles in your community. And for the last year, I've been trying to move forward a citywide ordinance to reduce plastic beverage containers and also single-use foodware items that get distributed by restaurants. And you know, I started this about a year ago, so the wheels of government turn slowly. But hopefully this month it'll come to the council and we'll move it forward. And so I submitted that as an entry and received a pretty positive response from them, and they, you know, asked if they could share it with other Rotary groups. So I think towards the end of the month or early next month they'll decide, and the prize is $500.
Yeah. So, thank you for that.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It'll be exciting recognition for the club as well. Thank you. I didn't realize I had 30 slides and feel like I've run through them fairly quickly. So we talked about your craft talk, and Mike didn't really need very many slides, but I can. He wanted me to put a slide of HSU and give you the opportunity to do your craft talk.
Okay. From here? I'm Mike Pazeian, and thank you for being great friends and inviting me to be part of this great group. Born and raised in Long Beach, California, and spent 40 years teaching primarily high school history at Los Alamitos High School in Orange County. Moved up here to get a dramatic change. I needed to be near trees and away from asphalt and cement. I was invited to be part of Humboldt State, and I'm supervising currently 4 student teachers, all doing high school, all doing world and U.S. history. They are distant, they're not local. So I have one in Santa Rosa, one in Petaluma, one in LA, and one in Santa Barbara. And I may take a trip and visit all of them. It's not necessary for me to do that. We do Zoom conferences. And I will do at least 6 with each one of them. So that's kind of a lot of work, but they have to prepare a lesson and run it by me and make sure. One of the things that I require of them is to teach critical thinking, which is something that unfortunately has been missing a lot in our instruction, and it's so important. The other thing that I have been doing for a good length of time is working with vets and doing some interviews. You saw my first book. It was offered during an auction, and one of our members has talked to me this morning. He has finished it. My second book is right now 198 pages, and I'm editing. Whether I'm going to add a couple of more interviews of local vets or not, I'm not sure. One of the recent ones that I did was a interview with John Mitchell, who was a member of the crew of the USS Pueblo, which was off the coast of North Korea, January 1968, attacked and taken prisoner. And the crew was prisoners for 11 months in North Korea. And it's an incredible story, incredible story. I was so lucky meeting him. And as far as Rotary is concerned, I'm involved with the youth. I'm involved with getting the food to the families in need. And I'm also involved with the scholarship committee. And I think those 3 committees are plenty. You know, I have a wonderful advisor in Brandy, and she will let me know if I need to do more or less, or that kind of thing. Any questions? Well, thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for allowing me to do that last minute craft talk. I checked in with them, and he didn't quite have any photos or a presentation, so kind of made it easy for an impromptu fill in for, I think what I have is now 20 minutes left, so I'm actually towards the end of my presentation here. So I know there was an email out recently, Lisa, for Backpacks for Kids. We're still looking for signups for the winter side.
Right, so we have a new schedule because fall's ended now. Now we've got winter, and so I sent the people that are in the winter group out, and this is the list of them. I sent an email out yesterday, and then this is the list of those that we need to help. You know, this is your team, this is your time to take the opportunity to do the bags and do deliveries and do the signups. And I'm here to help if you need anything, but I'd really like you to kind of put it together yourselves so that we can just share this whole opportunity. That would be great. So, and then I think, John, you're going to send out another reminder, sign up.
Yes, I sent the Sign Up Genius to the winter folks. I'll send the link to the Sign Up Genius to everybody, so you don't have to be in the winter group to help out.
Participate,
I did want, I don't think you were here for these last couple of recognitions for Taste of the Holidays, but at least I wanted to share that our budget was to get 19,000, and we netted 17,900 from the event itself, and through a Facebook Giving Tuesday match, we're at 18,900 out of 19,000. So I wanted to offer you a huge thank you for organizing that, putting that together. I hadn't had a chance to do that publicly, so I wanted to make sure that
I had a great committee. You know, AJ, you were on it. I mean, everybody that Howard was on it, and everybody that was here, you all know who you are. But I was just so grateful to be able to, you know, do it again this year. I might be looking for somebody else to chair it next year. So keep that in mind. If anybody's interested, you can come to me, and I've got the book all set up and ready to give to somebody else, and I'll help you through it if you'd like to. But that'll be my 5th year doing it, and I think it's time to turn it over to somebody else. So
You go, Chris.
Anyway.
Good job.
No, I have not been involved, and I don't want to be involved.
The book doesn't have to travel very far, though.
I do have to say one thing. So, you know, I bought 500 dishes. You know, we had a few complications with I bought the dishes, and I bought the forks for us to use, and we had the paper napkins, the compostable napkins, trying to do this zero waste thing. It was quite a big push in the very beginning because all of a sudden at 6:15, all the dishes were gone. And it was like, oh my gosh, they're supposed to be in the kitchen. Interactors were supposed to be in the kitchen washing them. And it just, all of a sudden, there was a few of us in the kitchen. But then by 7 o'clock, we had all the tables filled with dishes again, and then it started running smoothly. So I'm buying another 250 dishes just so we don't run into that. But that was great. And then there was the tablecloth issue, where I bought, because in the past years we've rented them for mission linens, and they don't fit. I've had complaints, oh, we've got round tables, we've got rectangular tablecloths, and I thought, okay, we're just going to buy them, and we'll use them for Taste of Spring, and we'll use them for Taste of the Holidays, and any other event. Well, also because they charge quite a bit for the cleaning of each table, for the renting of each tablecloth, so I thought, well, we'll make this our own. Well, I went to get pricing after the event for the tablecloths, and they were like $9 a piece to clean. And I thought, oh, I'm defeating my whole purpose of, keeping this, sharing the cost and keeping our costs down. Well, I finally got a price for $3.65 from Norman's. And I was just so elated. As a matter of fact, then they met me at storage. Nick came over and set up our other 2 coat racks, or our other coat rack. We had one already set up. And all 96 tablecloths are there hanging beautifully, ready for Taste of Spring, or if somebody else needs them, but Norman's will be the one. No more ironing, because we spent 3 hours ironing that morning. It was crazy. And so, anyway, I was so excited about that, and I just wanted to share that. So Taste of Spring, you know, we'll use lemons. And, I mean, they actually do it for the River Lodge in Fortuna, and that's the same pricing that so it's just great. And they deliver them right to storage. They met me at storage and put them on the racks, and it was great. So anyway, thank you all. Thank you everybody that volunteered and helped out. It just made it a really successful event this year.
Thank you.
So I don't know if anybody else has anything to share for the good of the group.
So I'm sorry, we're $100 short of the goal?
Oh my God.
Put a hammer out.
Put money on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
If anybody wants a tour of that repeater, let me know. We'll go out there and look at it. It's up on Chipcock Mountain, out that way.
How long of a drive is it to get up?
Oh, it's 15 minutes.
Okay.
Scenic.
Sweet.
We get to ride in the fire truck. Good question.
How are you doing with your fundraising efforts for the Bloodmobile?
Good, good. The Northern California Community Blood Bank needs a new Bloodmobile. I think I gave a short spiel previously. We've raised $57,000. We've gotten $7,000 in donations and a $50,000 grant. The Bloodmobile is on the assembly line with a delivery date sometime in July. It's a $300,000 vehicle. Our fundraising goal is $100,000. So either another grant and we're done, or a bunch more small contributions. If you're interested in helping out or learning more about it, bloodmobile2020.org. You can use PayPal or so. There's some 2020 calendars and some cards that talk about the Bloodmobile near the badges if you're interested.
How about blood?
We're actually, today we're doing great. The holidays are traditionally a tough period just because we're closed a couple of days and people are busy. But, you know, I think we've been hammering on people for so many years about the holidays that we do pretty well through the holidays. And then starting this next week, everybody just goes home after work and huddles at home and doesn't want to come to the blood bank. So if you want to donate, if you've never donated before, January is an awesome month to do it. So nccbb.org or Google Blood and it'll pop up.
Google Blood.
It's an app.
I didn't know that was one of the programs.
What if you had the blood bank and the blood press come here, and anybody here that they wanted to, they could.
We could have
We could take actually, one of the things I'm taking a look at is reviving a President's Challenge blood drive where the different clubs keep track of how many donations club members make. And then, you know, there's a prize of some sort. So, yeah, see if we can donate more than the other clubs.
Would you guys ever maybe host one of our meetings and we could all like, you know, watch each other give our blood?
We might be able to do that.
Not literally, but you know, I mean, something where we could go there.
One of the dilemmas with bringing the Bloodmobile is there's only a certain, the throughput with the Bloodmobile is consistent but not immediate. So one of the things we've been doing actually recently is Wednesday nights we're open till 7. Call it family night. We have food and folks to watch kids. But we've also been having local nonprofits sponsor a Wednesday night blood drive at the blood bank. And what we do is we help kind of publicize the organization, and then the organization helps publicize us. They invite their contributors, their friends, and we sort of trade virtual mailing lists. So that's definitely something we could do with all of the Rotary clubs. But we could pick a Wednesday night that would be Arcata Sunrise Rotary night at the blood bank.
Yeah, that'd
took me so long. I lived up here for so long. I just finally donated during the holidays here.
And you live?
Yeah. It was quick and easy. Wanted
So
to get
far.
it in before I traveled internationally, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have to answer that question.
But got it kicked off. Thanks, John. Turn it over to raffle tag. Yeah.
What's the pot? It's over there counting right now. Oh, this is
$70.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah, hold on.
Winning number
You
is
can't even see these, so.
767727.
727.
Maggie, did you win?
Oh, I didn't.
No, okay.
Oh, right here.
Oh, they laughed. He was right behind
Fine.
Okay, 767716.
Why did I never get it? And I only got one ticket this time.
All right.
And like 4 quarters I have left in my purse. Kids are cleaning me out all the time. All right, what do I got here? $5.
That was a good call.
Yeah, it's a good call. That's good. I'm glad you.
Now you have money again.
Looking quarters.
Anything else? Any other announcements? Well, welcome back. Happy 2020. We'll see you next Friday.